Hello, welcome to the third and final part of my ridiculously huge Blu-ray update for December of 2016. Yeah, this is pretty huge and has continued to be pretty huge over the past three Blu-ray update videos. Let's just get right into it. Some of this stuff, I mean, this was going to be just Christmas stuff that I got as gifts, but I picked up a few things following Christmas with Christmas money, so that's kind of what the first part of this part is. First of all, this was a really good one that I was happy with. I went up to Bristol to see Napoleon in the cinema, which was fantastic, and I'll be talking about that in an upcoming video. But I popped into a few shops along the way, including CEX, where I picked up two films, and this one I've been really looking forward to seeing for quite some time. Source Code, they had it for £1. I'm a huge fan of Jake Gyllenhaal and also Duncan Jones, the director, who did Moon, which I love. I haven't seen any of his other films, including Warcraft, but I love kind of films that deal with this kind of concept. I believe it's a kind of time travel, kind of mind-bending movie, so I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. And at £1, I couldn't say no. The other one was really cheap as well for what it is. For £6, it was The Happiness of the Katakuri's, which is an Arrow video release, and I'd heard of this and I'd seen the cover that they released this with. This is the alternate cover, so whoever sold this to CEX in Bristol flipped the artwork around, and if you're watching, hello. But obviously they flipped the artwork around. I was really intrigued by this as opposed to the original artwork. And I read the back, and what did it say? It said, it's The Sound of Music meets Dawn of the Dead from the director of Itchy the Killer. And I just thought, yeah, that sounds quite up my alley, and it says one of the finest horror comedies ever made. So just, yeah, I just thought £6, it had everything inside, the booklet, a postcard, so I just figured I'd give it a pop and see what it was like. And I don't think I've even seen anything from the director, Takashi Miike, who did Audition as well, which I need to see. But yeah, and most of these films I haven't seen, so give me your thoughts on them if you have seen them. Then I went to FOP in Bristol, which was just like, wow, the prices. Dear God, the prices were so cheap. This one I've been wanting to pick up since I heard that it was announced and released. Play On. Shakespeare in silent film. I'll be including this in my next silent movie marathon. This is like a compilation of loads of really old Shakespeare films. I think it's like an hour-long presentation of a dozen or so films, and there's some extras which have, well, full length, but they're like 13 minutes long, you know, 11 minutes long. So Shakespeare's always intrigued me. I am by no means an expert, and I am by no means a beginner either. I don't know too much about Shakespeare, but I'm always intrigued to kind of delve more into him, and this probably isn't the best place to start, but certainly I'm intrigued to see how his work translates into the early silent films. And you know me, if it's silent film related, it's on Blu-ray, I want to get it and check it out. I picked up two massive cinema titles. Spy number 154, Queen of Earth, starring Elizabeth Moss and Catherine Waterston. This was a really interesting film. I enjoyed it, but I think I need to see it another couple of times maybe to fully have an opinion on it. I certainly loved the performances for the most part, and really liked the minimalist feel of it, I guess, but something very strange about this film, and it's by Alex Ross Perry, who has another film in the collection which I haven't seen yet, and I'm kind of not as excited to check it out now. I did really enjoy it, but I was expecting a little bit more, I think. But also I think that there is more to be gained from this film. Spy number 153, Sweet Bean, a recent Japanese film by a female director, Naomi Kawase. So I'm looking forward to this one. I've heard good things about this, not great things, but I've heard that this is a very good film. So yeah, I thought I'd pick up two new releases, because I usually wait until massive cinema have dropped down in price, but I really wanted to see these two soon, and I'll check this one out very shortly. And then finally, let me just move some stuff around. I saw this, and this is the biggest kind of like steal of the whole update. In fact, probably the whole of this three updates for December. I saw this on the shelf in FOP, and I just did a double tick. I was like, there's no way it's that price. It must be the DVD copy. Picked it up and it was Blu-ray, and I just went, I'm buying that straight away. Like, there was no question in my mind. I've had my eye on this for years, and it's gone between like 30 quid to 20 quid, and it always hovers around 20. I think it's gone up again on Amazon. It might go back down again, but I saw it for £15, and it includes 5 films, and I really wanted to check them out. So I picked up the artificial eye release of The Adventures of Antoine Donnel, directed by Francois Truffaut. Of course, it starts with the classic, The 400 Blows, which I watched immediately after buying this box set and absolutely loved it. I'll be reviewing that in an Epic Film Challenge 2 video. I also watched the second film, which is a short film, which picks up a few years after the original. Basically, we have 5 films spread over 4 discs that kind of show you little peeks and snapshots into the life of this one character, played by the same actor over the years. So kind of like one of those generational concepts, I suppose, which wasn't planned from the beginning, I don't believe. But I really, really loved the first one. Really enjoyed the second one, though it was more of a like a 30-minute short, and there are 3 more feature-length films. I'm looking forward to delving into those. It's a really nice set, and yeah, £15. I just thought it was a great deal. I will leave the Christmas presents till last, I think. So a few other things I picked up with Christmas money vouchers that I got. I decided to bite the bullet on 2 of these 88 Asia collection films from 88 Films. First one is Hex. And from what I gather, these films are kind of in the same ballpark as A Chinese Ghost Story. And if that is true in any part, I'll be happy with these. These just seem to be fun, kind of, you know, Chinese 80s kind of action movies, which to me, after seeing A Chinese Ghost Story, I'm all about. I really, really love that film. So I hope that these films are just even a little shred of that somewhere. And we got, you know, really nice edition. With nice artwork, reversible artwork, you know, little booklet. So yeah, this one was like £9, cheaper than Amazon, I believe. So I thought I'll go for that one. This one I think is more of a horror. Certainly seems it. Hex. And then the other one I'm a bit more excited about. It is House of Traps. And apparently it's about this place that's like this house full of traps, literally, that some heroes presumably have to kind of traverse their way through all these booby traps. So yeah, a booby trap laden pagoda from which no one has ever escaped alive. I'm really excited about these, I really am. I hope that they're good and that I enjoy them, and if I do, I might be tempted to grab the other few that they've released so far. But I really like these editions, they're really nice. This one is taking me far too long to get to. I can't believe this came out 3 years ago now. It is the 4th and final season of Eastbound and Down. One of my favourite comedy shows. I love the first 3 seasons. I have the box set of the 3 seasons back when they kind of did 3 seasons and called it a day, and I would have been happy with that ending, but they came back and did one more, and I still haven't seen it, so I'm really excited to check this out. It's a nice little slip box, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of Danny McBride. Can't wait to see him in Alien Covenant. That's going to be really cool. But I can't wait to finally see the final season of Eastbound and Down. Oh, this was something that I should have shown in the last video, actually, but I just forgot about it. And it's not because it's not notable. I've been eyeing this release for years as well, and I've been waiting for a good price, and it kept going down to like £10, and I was waiting for it greedily to go under £10. Never happened, and now it's back up at like 15. So I just thought I'm going to get it in case it does go out of print. It is the gorgeous box set of Apocalypse Now. Just stunning release. I love this. Haven't seen the film, and this has 3 discs. It's gorgeous, you know, cover. Loads of stuff inside. I mean, it's got like a fold-out digipack. It's got like postcards, like 2 booklets. Really nice and deluxe. It has both cuts of the film, including the documentary on the film, Hearts of Darkness. So yeah, I'm really excited to finally check out this war epic that has been so synonymous with the genre and that I've never seen. And I've been kind of getting into war films a bit more recently, so yeah. Now we have 3 titles I'm really happy about getting. I didn't really plan on getting them, but I saw them. And the thing with these is I'm not really like a slipcover, like, you know, freak, but I do like them with these editions. So I picked up a few Studio Ghibli films that I hadn't seen. The first one is From Up on Poppy Hill. And again, I saw it in HMV, and the slipcover was perfect. So I thought, I'm going to jump on it. So haven't seen this one. A film by Goro Miyazaki, son of Hayao Miyazaki. But apparently Hayao Miyazaki did the quote-unquote planning and screenplay, so that gives me quite a lot of confidence in this. I haven't seen any of Goro Miyazaki's films before. It looks like it's got a really nice amount of special features on there too. So yeah, these films I could have watched all the Studio Ghibli films like years ago, but I've been kind of savoring them and just kind of like drip feeding them to myself because they're so special. I don't want to kind of rush into kind of saying I've seen all of them because being in a period of film watching where I know that I have a Studio Ghibli film on the shelf I've never seen before is that's a good feeling to have, I think. So the second one I picked up was Pom Poko by Isao Takahata, and Takahata's films, incredible. So I have high hopes for this, but this one looks like a really weird one, but I'm kind of on board for that, I think. I'm excited to check out this because it just seems really off the wall, and that really appeals to me. And it looks like a film that is kind of like, it doesn't have a lot of legs, like it would be like an 80-minute film. It's got all these weird creatures in it, but I think it's like, yeah, it's almost 2 hours long. So I kind of feel like there's got to be something there. And knowing Takahata and the films I've seen from him, I really have high hopes for that. And then another one I picked up that I was not even thinking about getting, but again I saw it in perfect condition for a decent price, and I thought, you know what, it's a great film, I love it, let's jump on it while I can. It is the collector's edition of When Manny Was There. There's been a lot of stuff going on with this Blu-ray. It came out, the Blu-ray disc had problems, it was kind of whirring in people's players, there was a disc replacement program, they've reprinted this and re-released it like twice. There's still issues apparently. Luckily I got the one, or one of the ones that is in working order, and I could tell because there's no number on the spine. So I knew it was one of the new printings that had been corrected. But this is a stunning release. I mean, it just feels so deluxe, and it comes out in a cardboard digipack, but it's like it's not glossy. It's got like a real nice textured feel to it. Gorgeous fold out artwork. There's postcards inside. I'm not going to take it out, but you know, you can probably see it in other videos. Actually, go check out my Instagram page. I posted a picture of it all folded out and stuff, so you can have a look at it there on my Instagram. But I'm really happy to pick this up because these collector's editions, they really do go out of print, and I think the Ponyo one is like pretty much impossible to get for a good price. They did have the Tale of the Princess Kaguya one in, but it was like £35. It's just like, no, I'm not doing that. No chance. So yeah, I was glad to pick that one up. Now, the strictly Christmas presents. Now, the first one is just huge. I'm so happy to have this, and grateful to Connie for getting it for me, because the pre-order went up, and I just thought there's no way I'm going to be able to get a copy of this, but she jumped in months before Christmas to get this for me. It's the Plain Archive release of Old Boy, the Steelbook, and I just love this outer box. It's stunning, and again, you can probably see a better unboxing of it on YouTube somewhere, but I mean, everything's embossed. I mean, even the small text at the top and at the bottom, I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of detail that Plain Archive put into these releases. And I preferred this edition with the kind of purple outer box, and then inside you get the Steelbook. I will take it out because it is that nice, but as I say, you can probably see some better unboxings of it online. We have like a nice envelope with loads of there's a poster in there, there's like art cards, all that kind of good stuff, and even the booklet to me was just like, there's something about this shiny circle. I mean, it's textured, and okay, it's not textured, but it has a different, yeah, it is, you can feel it's a different quality to the rest of the front. I mean, it's just a really nice effect that really doesn't show up well on camera, but gorgeous book with I believe this has dual language in there. It has Korean and English, so they really went all out with that. And then the Steelbook itself is really nice, a debossed title, really nice artwork, and this has 3 discs. I mean, it's a packed release. I've already taken out the film itself to watch when I go back to Norway. But you have the film, you have a brand new feature-length documentary on the making of the film. There's another Blu-ray with tons of interviews, and most of it has been subtitled in English. There's some of it which hasn't been subtitled, but the majority of it has been, which is really cool that it's an English-friendly release like that. And it just feels so stacked. I mean, there's so much packed into there. And my copy was, I didn't even look, to be honest. My copy is 133 of 2,500 copies, so if I was one of those people who really cared about getting a low number, that'd be pretty cool, but it doesn't really bother me either way. So there we go, yeah, Old Boy, that's one I was really excited about and thankful for getting. We have a couple of Criterions next. The Royal Tenenbaums. Love this film, one of my favourite Wes Anderson films, although I could probably say that of any of his films. I love so many of his films, but so glad to finally get this on Blu-ray. I think there's only Moonrise Kingdom and The Life Aquatic left for me to get in the Criterion Wes Anderson collection. Really nice release. Got like this fold-out poster of the house, all drawn and stuff, probably by Eric Anderson, Wes Anderson's brother. Yes, indeed. Loads of special features. I'm really excited to delve into this one. It's a real favourite of mine, and this is the UK Criterion, by the way. So it was really cool to see them release a Wes Anderson film in the UK, and hopefully more follow suit, and it'll be easier for some people to import them. But I've been kind of slowly importing the Wes Anderson releases from the US for quite a while. And then the other one I had was Only Angels Have Wings, which I'm really looking forward to. Just everything about the story of this seems to appeal to me. Cary Grant, Howard Hawks film, that seems like a really good recipe for an entertaining film. And yeah, just stunning release. I love the disc artwork on that one, and the booklet. Really cool. But yeah, really need to check this one out. This is one I'm really excited about for some reason. It's just, yeah. And then a few more massive cinema titles I got for Christmas. Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Journey to the Shore. I'm intrigued about this one. I loved Kurosawa's Tokyo Sonata, also in the collection. I believe he has another film coming out in the massive cinema range next year, Creepy. Well, this year now, it's 2017 already, what am I saying? But yeah, I like the look of this. I like the colour scheme of like the disc and the booklet and everything. So yeah, more Kiyoshi Kurosawa is a good thing, hopefully, I think. I mean, again, I can only judge from the one film, but I think I will like this. And then this one, I've been cautiously interested in. It is 1900, or Novecento, by the old Bernardo Bertolucci, starring Robert De Niro and Gerard Depardieu. And this is an epic film. I think that it has the film split over 2 Blu-rays. Yeah, the film is split over 2 Blu-ray discs because it is a monster epic. It is 315 minutes long, so that's, I guess, 5 hours and 15 minutes. Holy moly, that is one hell of a long film, and I can't shut the case. There we go. And again, if anyone has seen these, let me know, because this one, it intrigues me because of it's an early film with De Niro. Also got oh, what's his name? What is his name? Donald something. Donald Sutherland. I always get him mixed up with Donald Pleasance sometimes. Oh, and it's scored by Morricone as well. So yeah, this one is really intrigued by this one. And then this one is probably the one out of all the Master Cinema that I'm the most excited about. It is a film by Joseph von Sternberg, who I love, The Last Command. This is a silent film, and this features the first ever, I believe, it probably will say on the back actually, yeah it was, the first ever Academy Award winning Best Actor performance by Emil Jannings, who is a great German actor. And I'm really intrigued. See, it's interesting. What was I saying in the last one? I'm really looking forward to, and now I seem to be trying to mix it up by saying I'm really intrigued by this. So that's the next kind of phrase where you can take a shot every time I say I'm really intrigued about this film. But it just is what it is. Deal with it. But apparently this is a film about filmmaking, and I believe that Emil Jannings plays an extra on a movie set. Yeah, an exiled Russian general turned Hollywood extra. So that sounds interesting. Sounds interesting and intriguing. Looking forward to it. But there you go, The Last Command. And I probably will feature that in my Silent Movie Marathon 4. And then finally, just 2 more little things. My dad got me this on DVD, and he said that everyone should own a copy of this film, which greatly intrigued me. And I opened it and I was like, ah, right, okay. And it is Deadpool, so I don't own this yet, so very cool. I did really enjoy Deadpool. You know, it wasn't one of my favourites of the year, but I definitely enjoyed it for the most part. I need to give it a rewatch. I think if I was in a better mood, I might probably dig this just as much as everyone else did. And then finally, probably the biggest Blu-ray of the bunch. Got this from my mum. Was really happy about this one. It's a monster. It is just an incredible release from what I've seen. Haven't seen anything on it yet, but I'm just seeing the screenshots and the wealth of special features. It is a box set. It is from Arrow Academy. It is the Decalogue by Krzysztof Kieslowski. who I love. I love the Three Colors trilogy. He's just a phenomenal director, and by all accounts, this is a stunning series of films / episodes. But I'll get into that when I get into it, because this is in the book, 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die. So and it just says, like, you know, running time 50 minutes, and it's 10 episodes, which are all about 50 minutes long. So I guess I'm just gonna have to watch all 10 hours of it and do a review on everything. But you have all 10 of them, but also it features other television works, and so there's just an app. So I mean, just look at the back of the Blu-ray. That's all the special features and extra films from Kieslowski. Most of them are in high definition, some are in standard definition. You have a nice thick booklet there as well. And again, if you want to see an unboxing, I'm sure there's plenty of those around YouTube. But I was really happy to get this on Christmas, and it's definitely one I'll be delving into in January probably. I think I'm going to just dive headfirst into this set. Cannot wait. So there we go. That's been my epic trilogy of Blu-ray updates for December 2016, and I suppose the next one will be just minuscule by comparison, but that's as it should be. I think I've got enough to keep me going for a very long time now. So that is that. I hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year. I know that's probably a bit late to be saying now, but for me, I'm just about to go back to Norway, so it kind of feels like the end of Christmas now, even though it was like weeks ago. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And again, not a lot of films that I'd seen, so I don't have much to say about them. So I would love to hear your thoughts on any or all of the films that I have mentioned in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
So you might say he's a really nice guy, really, but if fucking don't cut shit with me. He says he's really cool, but I think he's a tool.